All right, guys. How we doing? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right. Tuesday. What up, what up, what up? He trades. What up, loud vapors? All right, we got daily gap. Good morning. What's up, Kenneth? Daily gap, daily gap. No daily gap. Here we have the OB. Looking long off this 15. This is a sharp pullback. Let's see this. 1 hour's range. It might still be range protocol here. This looks pretty rangy. ES 1 hour looks weaker. Range protocol tells you why this is failing right here. I'm watching the lows, maybe previous day low. Yeah, I like these lows right here. This low and then PDL. See if we sweep these lows, we can maybe get longs off the lows. What else we got? Yeah, it looks that way, bro. And this weekly leg is due for some sells. This weekly leg it needs a retrace. Weekly leg is due for a retracement. We do have the daily gap. This is kind of that line in the sand. If we respect this and go higher today, then we're not retracing the weekly leg yet. But if we flip this, we start to invert that, should be a weekly leg retracement. I wanted to listen to this like sequentially, not shuffled. Here we go. This dude just dropped the album I'm listening to. The gold and silver. See if this respects. That's a crazy ass candle, bro. I want this to fail. Sweep the lows. Look at the discrepancy, guys. Last 2 days. What's up? What's up? It's good morning for me. Good afternoon for you, man. I want to see this flip. This is a clear discrepancy, though. Look at the ES is weaker, NQ stronger as of right now. We're always making mental notes of the relative strength and weakness. As of right now, shorts on ES, longs on NQ. That's 7. I might start doing a couple streams on TikTok. See if we can grow the stream. baby. Baby. Look at this discrepancy, chat. I mean, look at this 1 hour candle right now. Monday, Tuesday have been not good. We just gotta wait for our areas of opportunity. Just LOL. Yeah, basically. Not much you can do with this. Daily gap, as of right now, is respecting on NASDAQ. Yes, it's still weaker. I was looking at previous day low as well, bro. Weekly consolidation. Printing higher though. Silver is clearly stronger, so you want to be loaning silver if you can. Daily is consolidating on gold. Baby. We might just set up this daily gap. Silver for sure for longs on metals. Silver for longs here. I'm not convinced by gold's willingness right now. I mean, that's range. Pure range. See if we respect this. This is pretty nasty. It's good that this is flipping, but I'm not longing ES here. Good push. Sugar. I'm very surprised this held. Actually, this is a crazy candle. Did not expect this to hold. Wanted to see the lows go. Baby, I'm not sugar. If we respect trade higher, look at the external on daily. Lots of highs here. Potential buy model. We might have just flipped buy side of the curve now. Yeah, this might be buy side of the curve now. See if this puts in good structure. It might be longs up to previous day high. See what ES wants to do, because this is not putting structure. We maintain structure up here. Could be buy side of the curve, but if we just flip right back down, ES is going for previous day low. So I'm waiting right now. Look at ES. ES wants lower, clear as day, and keeps holding it up. Then we have daily gap. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna get previous day low here. See if we flip back up after. Could be longs off the lows. Like I said, chat, daily gap. This is really my line in the sand around this weekly leg. So if we respect that daily gap, it's gonna submit to us wanting to trade higher, bullish bias. But if we flip that and start to sell lower, it should be retracement of this leg, because this leg needs to offer fair value. Eyes on these lows, previous day low. ES for long, sorry, ES for shorts, NQ for longs today, as of right now. As of right now. I'll turn the stream deck on, just start hitting random. Bah. Bah. Bah.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
What do we do at the lows? There we go. Dollar? I don't look at dollar. I'll look at dollar for you if you want. Bum, 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 bum. Daily gap. What we got? Eyes on the lows. PDL. It's low right here. This is more so what we were looking for. So PDL and this low right here. You want me to look at dollar for you? Baby, I'm wide eyed. Looks quite bullish, my friend. Just choppy. We push. This gap down here. What's this? 5-5. Gap down. Looks quite bullish. What are we doing, chat? What are we doing? How are we not taking these lows? Like, what are these 15-minute candles? I'm just waiting for my areas, bro. If it doesn't hit the areas. Holy sell on YM. I still feel like ESNQ should trade lower. Like a gun. I don't like watching the triad. Still want to see these lows go. Running from the minute I was. This song's fire. See if this daily gap fails. We want to reach lower weekly. Lows went. Question is, do we break this range and keep selling? Because if we keep selling, it's weekly leg retracement, and the weekly's offering fair value. If you live, that's fine. It's an interesting spot because we do have the daily gap. So I'm curious if we want to sweep lows and just respect daily gap, or if we want to actually invalidate daily gap and retrace higher weekly. Because we have a lot of room on the weekly to retrace. It does feel like we're due for some retracement. It sells. What we were expecting. PDL. Do we respect daily gap or sell through it? That is the question. Because look at all these highs being generated. Just low resistance liquidity highs. If we do respect daily gap, we should get a nice buy model up. I wasn't sure if that was going to be the flip there. We get that order flow flip, that's buy side of the curve, but we didn't get it. Lots of waiting, lots of waiting. Price has not been good the last few weeks. But we just gotta adapt. Should see PDL right here on ES before we go. But let's see if it leaves it. Swept the lows. Do we work back up? We could try longs off the lows, and if we get cooked, then we're going lower for weekly retracement. Something like that to London highs. If we get cooked longing, then likely we're on the wrong side, and this wants to go lower still. Could try something like that. See if this hits PDL first, though. Obviously, we're not confirming right now. See if this sweeps PDL or confirms, and then potential reversal model long. If we get cooked longing, like I said, we will readjust for what is most likely a weekly retracement, and then if that's the case, then this daily gap's failing. This is kind of an interesting spot to me. See if we sweep daily. Sorry, PDL. Let me check CISD and NQ 1 minute. To me, the overall change in state would be this order block, this series of down close candle. That's how I mark price. I'm not an order block guy though. I'm a inversion and fair value gap guy. To me, it's all different ways of viewing market structure. So when I'm marking out order blocks, to me, it's the series of down close or up close candles before we change trend. That's how I personally use it. As long as a little sus. Just because I'm skeptical, we want to just keep printing lower. Like, I think there's an argument for this daily gap failing, and then this weekly leg just sells hard. Because we need to retrace. Are we just gonna, we're just gonna leave previous day low, I guess. That's a wide stop. Do we want PDL or do we want to print up? So if we flip daily gap up, looking at the highs, I broke down the logic for you guys. 5 minute Sibby right here too. We could potentially wait for this to go in. We could look for something like this, or we wait for this to flip. Just the R is not ideal. I want to see this 5 minute Sibby hold so this can reach for previous day low. That make me feel better about longing. Price has been sus lately. Like I said this on the other stream, but there hasn't been any trades where I'm like, this is an A trade right now. Is ES stronger now? Bro, I know. How are we not sweeping PDL? It's sus. It's so sus. Price is just, that's the only way I can describe price the last few weeks is sus. Every session, spidey senses just tingle. See what happens here. Yeah, we could SMT the lows. Did we take these lows on IQ? Yeah. If we SMT there. Just sus, chat. It's just very, very sus longs. Every day I'm waiting for like extra confirmation because these trades are all just so sketchy. This is the 5-minute flip. I want to see if we hold this 5-minute SIBI and go reach for PDL because we still haven't swept PDL. Like ideal scenario is this doesn't confirm we sweep PDL. I don't know why this would leave PDL. That would be weird. Nah, I don't trade internals. To me, this is still range. Also, how are you framing this 5 minutes 01? That is a, I mean, if you want to get real scalpy, that's really scalpy. I don't really consider this trend yet. I get that we have, you know, lower highs and lower lows, but this is still very internal to me. We could very well sweep this and come back up. I would feel so much more conviction if we sweep previous day low though. It's also unclear to me right now which one wants higher in terms of strength. This NQ has been the preferred longs this morning, but this is very weird price. Like the lack of conviction, this is very important to understand. Like the lack of conviction around trades is that feeling. I don't know if you guys can, it probably depends on the person and how long you guys have been trading, but that lack of conviction around execution, that's a clear indication for me when things are low probability. I don't know how to articulate that well, but when you've been trading a long time and you're taking a lot of executions and you have a good feel for your A and your B and your C setups, that lack of conviction around execution is a big indicator of lower probability price. And every trade that we look at, every session for like the last 2.5 weeks has felt that way. Maybe one or two have had high conviction and been B or A. Yeah, it's just price lately. I don't know if it's just because the way we're delivering around all-time highs or what. But when you guys have that feeling of less conviction, hesitation, it's usually an indicator that things are not as clear, high probability. Like I said, ideal scenario is we reach for previous day low, then bounce, and maybe play along. If we're going for PDL, this should respect. So as of right now, it is respecting the 5-minute SIBI. See if this still holds. See if this confirms or not. Just not high conviction either way. Trading's funny because in the beginning, as you're learning, as you're getting better at trading, you get more reps, you get more screen time. That intuition, that feeling, that actually hurts you in the beginning. Leaning into your intuition is an edge in the beginning. You don't have any skill set built. You know what I mean? You don't have, your intuition is not gonna steer you in the right direction in the beginning of your trading. But as you start to really get a feel for stuff and the nuances and all the grading and just where you have the most EV, that stuff really does play into the edge. I guess we're gonna leave previous day low. I mean, ES looks like it wants to stay stronger here. Like I said, I don't have a lot of conviction. The fact that we have not swept previous day low, I kind of want to see a bit more out of NQ. But this is every trade, it feels like this, where I'm waiting for extra confirmation because there's a lack of conviction around this. We could look at something like this. If it comes down, we'll cut our loss and we will give something else a try. If NQ is going to go lower, it's going to do it from right here. Let's see what we can get. There's a chance NQ literally respects this 5-minute SIBI, and we just go straight to stop. I'm going to be honest, guys. There's definitely an outcome where that happens, and this comes down for previous day low. So just if you're taking this, cut risk. Again, lower probability stuff, lack of conviction. I feel like I've been saying that a lot lately, but it's just price. I'm taking it off at London High. I don't care if it's not 2R. I do not care. I'm trading the markets level to level, guys. I don't care about 0.5 of an R. You know what I mean? I want to trade and get out at the level I want to get out at. If you wanted to take it off here too, that's completely valid to me. That's honestly not a bad play to take it off at these highs instead. Let me see what that is in terms of R. It's like 1.8. It's not bad at all. But yeah, every trade the last few weeks has been lower probability. We're still seeing fall through in our direction, like we're getting on side. But when I'm taking trades lately, I don't want to be a broken record, but I want you guys to really understand this. When I'm taking trades lately, I'm not putting risk on and I'm like, this is an A setup and I have very high conviction in where this is going. And to me, that's just the clearest indication that price isn't as good lately. I'll be like around this high. We get that. If not, we will likely go see PDL and reassess. 2 losses in a day is where I cut it. So we'll see what happens. See if we SMT these lows and leave previous day low for later. Just the type of price we've been trading, guys. I don't know. Things don't really make sense. I think it's unrealistic to expect the markets to always make sense. That's my opinion. They're too complex. That's why edge erodes. That's why edge fades in and out. That's why people can print in one market condition and get absolutely fried in another. That's why you can feel like you know exactly what you're doing and everything's clicked one week, and then the next week it feels like you don't know how to trade. It's the markets. The regimes flip, conditions change. The markets are extremely complex. The moment you feel like you have it all figured out, the moment you feel like you've beaten the markets, GG, you're cooked. You will get fried. You will get humbled. Part of my edge, in my opinion, is just knowing that the markets are going to market. My job is just to react and adapt. I'm not getting overly high on the win streaks. I'm not getting overly low on the losing streaks. It's just cool and neutral. Attachment. So we'll see what happens here. If we go to stop, we go to stop. I'll beat E around this high. I'm gonna staying flat today is not a bad idea. There's a chance that we hit stop and I just don't take anything else after this. This isn't high conviction, like I said. Good follow through off the entry, but just very odd price. What up, Lambo? Really just trying to play reversal model back into this range. That's the logic. Same thing as yesterday, really, where we're just recognizing a more range bound price and trying to play longs into it. But we'll see if this goes to stop. If it goes to stop, we're coming down for previous day low, which was a possible outcome. I really don't like how this, if this swept previous day low, I would have felt better about this. Still worthy of putting risk on though. What's your entry model? My entry model is a inversion or for value gap. So I'm basically trading. So when price trades into my area of interest, my narrative area, I'm either taking this entry where we confirm over this, so that flip of order flow, aka an inversion, or what I call, this is just what I call it, an order flow flip, which is the first fair value gap out. So then it's this. Those are my entry models. It's just literally an inversion or a fair value gap. I call it an order flow flip, which is literally just the first fair value gap on the buy side or sell side of the curve, you know, when we flip order flow. That's all it is. It's just a fair value gap when we change the state of order flow. To me, the way I categorize it in my brain, it just makes a lot of sense, and I like it. So I call it an order flow flip. It's not any fair value gap. It's not just a fair value gap up here, you know, stage 1 or stage 2 fair value gaps. It's the first fair value gap created when we change structure. But ultimately, like I was saying to whoever, I think, was it you that was asking about the change of state? Whoever was asking about the change in state, it's like the same thing. It's just a different way of viewing market structure. Like I've went on this rant before, but I'm of the belief that the entry model really doesn't move the needle. I think I'm gonna take it off at this high because I think there's a chance we sweep that high and don't even get London. Let me see. Yeah, that's the external high. I'm gonna take it off at that high. If it goes there, I'm gonna take it off there because to me that's base hit. Yeah. It's so frustrating, D trades. When we took the entry, ES looked stronger. Like I said, price lately. Every trade, or at least a lot of the trades late. When price is good, guys, when price is very good and clear and you have conviction in your trades, there's generally a very obvious ticker to trade. It's either ES or NQ, obviously, but one of them is clearly stronger or weaker for the side that you're trading. So if I'm longing right now, a high probability, you know, A, B trade, generally there's a very clear and obvious ticker that's relatively stronger that I want to be in. But every trade lately feels more like a coin flip of trying to get in the right ticker of strength. And that's just decoupled price action. Strength flips are like this. Decoupled price, you'll see 15-minute on ES is pure bearish, and then on NQ it's pushing. There's very decoupled price. It's more of a coin flip to get on side with the strength in these longs. We'll see if we go to stop or what. If we go down for stop, then we will wait, reassess, and then if we hit our 2 losses in the day, we hit our 2 losses in the day. It's absolutely gonna happen. I don't think we've had a stream yet where we took in our 2 losses, but we're due. It will 100% happen, guys. Back at entry. We flipped the 5-minute on NQ and ES. We got the 5-minute gap here. Now this to me is the order flow flip. At first fair value gap created. So this is an entry to me if I wasn't in off the inversion. Order flow flip. That's a 5-minute order flow flip. right? It's just, that's literally just what I call it. It's just a fair value gap. What is this really? This 5-minute gap to me, it's a low risk buy of this 5-minute market maker model. So this, if this is going to be a buy model to the highs like we're expecting, this should be a low risk buy. I always like to take my entries in the low risk stage when we're talking in terms of market maker models. And if you guys have no idea what I'm talking about, I made a full video on mmxm. And if this doesn't respect, then this isn't low risk stage. We're coming lower for previous day low, and then we're offside right now. We'll see. It's too early to break even that though, that's for sure. I'd rather take a full loss, keep risk on there. If it hits this high, I'll break even. If not, we take full loss. Now ES looks slightly weaker. We'll see. The strength is so tough. See if NQ can respect the 5-minute gap or if we come down for previous day low. I hated how he didn't sweep previous day low. It's so funny. AQ is the last line here, and this has to hold or we're getting stopped. We're taking lower conviction stuff. I'm fine with risk on this though. You guys will see a difference when we get into the sessions where it's just very clear conviction. Things just set up so cleanly. There's no arguments for both sides. Like I said, that intuition, that feeling around conviction of execution is important. At least to me. Let's see if we respect this 5-minute gap. If not, we're going to stop. 5-minute gap here is this 5-minute order fill flip is line in the sand. This needs to hold. See what happens here. Really just, like I said, trying to play range protocol again. This is chop. This is chop, guys. Like, we're getting range. I understand we're getting some point range today, but this to me is still chop. It's range protocol. This has to hold or else we're going to stop. If this comes down, previous day low, we'll see what happens. And then this is the other interesting part, because if daily gap fails, we should start to see retracement of this weekly leg. Meaning we should start to see some decent sell-off. I want to see this leg retrace soon. I don't know when, but this leg needs to retrace. Oh, 100%. Bro, it doesn't matter the market. You're going to get stopped. Bro, you go on Twitter, you will not see people lose. That's Twitter. You know what I mean? It's literally, it's like a Instagram page for people you know. Everyone shows the highlights. No one shows their losses. You can't hide none of that on live stream. You guys are going to see all the win streaks, all the losing streaks, all the losing days. Part of the game. This is probably going to go to stop here. We'll reassess. We'll see what happens after we sweep previous day low. But we'll see what happens here. Yeah, these markets are tough though. Definitely was odd how he left PDL too. This is just choppy price. It looks like we'll hit stop for sure. Because if we were gonna go higher, NQ should have held this. Would have wanted to see this busy respect. Still unclear right now which is relatively stronger too. If you guys want to be flat today and just stay risk off, I think that's very valid. If I see something decent, I'll give it one more jab. But if I hit stop on the second trade, I'm out 100%. It's -2R for me. 2 losses in a day, and then I'm off every day. My downside is always capped. No matter what I do, before I take a trade, it's what is my risk? What is my downside? When I'm on a day, I have a daily loss limit. You know, in every individual session. It's 2 losses, I'm off. I don't tilt. I don't worry about it. Next day. If I take 2 losses in a day, price is generally bad. Or we just took good trades and hit stop on both. That's it. So once we get out of this, we will reassess. Tease PDL. Tease and PDL, and then it'll go run it again. Alright, stop and coming, guys. We'll reassess. Previous day low should get reached for right here, finally. Alright, there's stop. Flat in the copier. There's previous day low. There's our PDL sweep. See if we bounce off PDL or what happens here. Yes, didn't even take it. If we sell hard here, this could be just real hard shorts now. If we don't bounce off PDL, guys, I think we see some sells. Like if we don't bounce here off ES, this looks like it wants to sell. Exactly what we talked about on the weekly, where if this daily is sold through, this should be a nice retracement, so we can see some room. We can flip and try to trade trend shorts. If we don't hold PDL, 100% it's shorts. Yeah, this looks good for lower. Let's see. PDL. Who shorted against us? That was just a range protocol take. We're trying to play this back to range. We're breaking range now. Look at the 1 hour. Basically, the long there was trying to play the mean reversion back to this range, but we're breaking it. So it's going to happen sometimes. This looks good for sells now. Breaking the 1 hour range too, so I'm not going to be playing range now. We could start looking for trend shorts, like continuation shorts. This wants to fall through though. We get one more take. Something that's solid we'll take. And if we hit 2 stops in the day, we're off. my daily loss limit always. I feel like that long was lower conviction. You guys heard me talk about it. A lot of the trades lately have been lower conviction like that. Kind of just playing a range mean reversion. That's the logic of the model. And sometimes when you're playing these, we're talking about in the aggregate over a large sample size, more often than not, when price is range bound like this, you're going to trade the externals and you're going to see it revert back to range. You're going to see it want to trade back in because we're in range bound price, right? So if you do that over a large sample size, there's real edge in trading range protocol. In this specific scenario though, we're breaking range, right? So this is just a losing long. I didn't like how ES hadn't swept PDL either. But it looks like we're really breaking range now, so it could be continuation model shorts to me. Kind of what we talked about at the beginning of the stream, where this daily gap is line in the sand for me, and if we start to invalidate this daily gap, should see good retracement on the weekly, because this weekly leg is due for some retracement. Yeah, this looks good. I like see how this price is now starting to trend. Important to understand. To me, this is all range. This is all range price, but now we're breaking range. Now we're actually seeing expansion. Now we're seeing this price really create gaps and move to the downside with speed. To me, this is real trend now. Assuming we don't just revert back up, this should fall through lower. 100%. I'll flip bias multiple times in a session. Price, every opinion I have is subject to change, and it can change within a couple candles. I'll easily flip bias in one session. I don't marry an idea. I don't marry a bias. I don't marry a trade. The stop loss is there to invalidate the thesis. Everything I do is if this, then that. So there's going to be sessions that are less clear, and we're going to flip bias multiple times. To me, that's part of just aligning with the market. Some people see flipping bias as uncertainty. I couldn't disagree more. I could not disagree more. Obviously, it depends on the person. But to me, I'm trading the markets level to level. It's if this, then that. So if I'm flipping bias, it means my thesis is no longer valid. Price is invalidating my thesis. Everything I do has an invalidation and a validation. If this, then that. I don't feel like shorts were clear all up here. I think we very well could have seen this just revert back to range and chop, because that's all we've been doing. See if we can get a trend model short. We're starting to break range, which is good. We haven't seen some like good trend through New York in a minute. See if we even get it. It's only 10:30. We could see some trend. Looks like a lot of people are red today on Twitter. Really only the ones that show losses. Mm. Did we respect this and go lower? Only one. Only one in a row, which like I'm the only one. I want to see how we react off PDL. If we flip back up, it's still range. But if we respect this and fall through lower, we should see continuation shorts. So like something like this. Might give that a try. And if that doesn't play, I'm off. I'm the only one. If we revert right back up to range, just dumb price. Like I'm the only one. This will be a trend model if we confirm that back lower. Trying to play this to fall through to the downside, but if we just wick back up and come back in, it's just really sloppy price. We're respecting PDL after falling through all the way down. So if we flip back up, it's going back to range and longs might play. I still don't have conviction in which of the two is weaker right now. It feels like ES is weaker on the 15. Let's see. Daily gap's still here. This is a tougher session to me. See if we can follow through lower. And if we just bounce off PDL, this would be a continuation model, chat. See if we confirm or not. If we just bounce back up into range, then we're just staying range price. But I want to see if this wants to fall through lower. Price is just trolling too. If we come down, confirm this, then bounce back up, back in a range, just off. I'll take my 2Ls and call it. This price is trolling. See if this even confirms. Because if we flip back up here hard, it's going right back to range. Basically what we were trying to play on the long, so it's just not delivering cleanly. Like, we didn't sweep this external and revert back up cleanly. Definitely a tougher session, in my opinion. Obviously, everyone's gonna have their own opinion. There's gonna be people that took one win and got off and say it was easy, or the ex grifters. But truth is, the way this is delivering right now is not clean. So again, question is, do we revert back to range here, or do we break and play trend? Yeah, it's weird delivery today. To me, this 5 minutes line in the sand. Again, these are my theses. This is why you see me flip bias multiple times in a day, because if we flip this gap, we're reverting back to range. If we flip this back up, it's, to me, we're back into range. But if we respect this and confirm, this should follow through out of the range. That's what I'm trying to see here. All right, if this is going to go lower, we want to see it do from this area for value. I want to see this overlapping gap in the OB here. Respect price. And if that's the case, then realistically, we want to see deeper sells throughout the day. Just really playing retracement this weekly. The daily gap is interesting. Tricky session, guys. Every session lately has been a bit tougher. Put my loving on you. Put my loving on you. 15-minute candles bearish on ES. This one's bullish. Unclear to me which of these is weaker right now. Honestly. We can take these body highs. Question is ES or NQ weaker right now? Join the academy. Yes, sir. Join the Discord, guys. Join the academy. Discord link right up there. Up to the left. Free resources, free access to me. Main chat with a bunch of good traders. We're in there every single day talking, chatting. Doesn't always have to be trading. We just have a good time too. But we're always getting better. And ask me questions anytime. So let's see if we break this range and can have this trend model play. And if we don't and we flip back up, then it's holding range. I'd cut again. I'd cut again, D trades. Did I do anything special? It's just genetics. I'm bald. I don't know if this is your first stream, but I'm bald and then I have a beard. It's just genetics. Like, I'm very healthy, but I'm bald. I'm 26. It's really just genetics. I cut it, I trim it. Like, I trim my beard myself and do all that. I line it up, but I didn't do any oils or anything. Some people that like really can't grow beards, they do some type of hair growth stuff. Like, they try rosemary oil and oils and stuff. Some even do the minoxidil, but I don't want to use medicine for hair ever. Like, I could do stuff for my hair and take medicine to probably fix my hairline or regrow some hair, but I care too much about my health. I don't want to take medicine. I'm not going to take medicine for something superficial like my hair, and plus my girl doesn't mind the bald, so it's fine. But yeah, nah, the beard is just genetics. See if we confirm this. I'll give this a try, trend model short, guys. And if this doesn't play, I'll take my -2R. Need like 400. So it'd be like eight micros. This will be trend model. Again, we're anticipating if that confirms that we're breaking range now and playing trend, guys, lower. And if that doesn't play and we revert back to range, price is just trolling and we're done. Right? I take my 2Ls and I call it. I do not tilt. I don't try and make it back. I don't get emotional. I hop off the charts. I sleep good and I come in the next day ready to attack. The risk management is key. It's number one. It's defense before offense. It's not offense before defense. I want to see some speed when this confirms. And if we just, like I said, if we just pop back up, trolling price. Bad price. Because to me, this looks like a range break. We're falling through out of this 1 hour. This is worthy for me to now play continuation trend model. You guys see the difference? I want to be playing trend and continuation models when price is actually willing to expand. I'm not going to force internal continuation models when price is just chop. So the areas that I look for trades, they shift depending on what the market's doing. Still unclear which is weaker right now. Do we have any SMT? ES is like, I want to say ES is weaker, but I don't feel like it's clear. We're going to go ES. Same thing I was just talking about, guys. Generally, these high probability trades, it's very obvious which is weaker. NQ has confirmed. ES hasn't. We'll give this a try, guys. Need a confirmation. We'll try continuation short. And then, like I said, if we hit stop, we're off. No tilt, no worry. Come back tomorrow, we attack. Really trying to anticipate range break here because we've worked out of this range. I want to see continuation shorts. So really want to see this daily fail and then this weekly start to retrace hard. I feel like there's room to sell if it wants to go here. Can we get a good confirmation? Close. Confirm. Why do I have it as a buy? Chat, why is it a buy? Why was it a buy? All right. Yo, you almost bought that. There's no way. Chat. Oh my. I'm gonna market this. We almost bought. We almost bought, chat. Took me a second. I'm like, buy. Dude, that fill is ass, guys. That effed me up. Really, fill should have been this candle close. So realistically, confirmation was this. Fill should have been this. I mean, it's like a couple ticks. It's 2 ticks. It's not the end of the world. That was crazy. You lunching? What does that mean? Don't buy? I was not trying to buy, brother. I was not trying to buy. That's funny. I clicked the thing and it made it a buy. I don't know what that was. I don't know. That was funny. Chat, clip it. Watch the buy play. Perfect buy. I told you guys that was what I was trying to do. That's how motherfuckers on the XB. Let me not swear though. I'm trying not to swear. You lunching? Oh yeah, no, I was not trying to buy. I think I set it as a. I always click the RR tool and then create it as a limit. I did that and then I think it unchecked it. I don't know what happened there. That was funny. Imagine I bought that. Right now we'd be green, chat. Right now that buy is cooking. But yeah, if this hits stop, I'm off. Price is trolling. Trying to play trend model out of this break. If this comes right back up to stop, we call it trash day. I'm fine with both these tries. This is more of a continuation model take. Trying to play breaker range. If this pops back up, this is bad price. Just very bad price. Because it's confirming our trades. It's breaking range and then reverting back. Just not typical price action delivery. Don't short now. This is where everyone in the chat starts to tell me how to trade. I love it. As soon as you lose a trade or you have a drawdown, like price was waiting for you to execute short. It'd be like that. Yo, what was that dude's name in the last stream? We need that dude back. He'd be lit right now. He would be lit right now. I forget his name. The dude that was tweaking in my chat the other stream. Market makers are hunting your stop loss. See what happens here if we go to stop. Like I said, guys, -2R is my daily loss limit. I'm off. I don't force it. I'm not going to try to make it back. You take the L, you take it on the chin, and you go to the next day ready to attack. Because if this pops back up, to me, this price is no bueno. This should be a range break, and we should fall through lower. I know you guys mean well in the chat. I know you're trying to be helpful, you know, giving me advice trading, but respectfully, I'm going to take my trades. I know exactly what I'm doing. I've been trading since 2019. I know my model to a T. I know what I'm looking for. So respectfully, you know what I mean? I'm going to do what I do. I don't know how to put this without sounding like a jerk, because I'm not trying to be a jerk, but respectfully, I don't care. You know what I mean? With all due respect, I appreciate your guys' intentions. I appreciate you guys watching. And I don't want you guys to think that I take it for granted. I don't. I'm very grateful to have you guys here. I want everyone to learn, but respectfully, any opinion other than mine when it comes to executing, I don't care. Not to sound arrogant, that's not my intention. It's just the truth. You know, if I'm gonna lose, I'm gonna go into drawdowns. You guys probably don't see it on Twitter because it's a bunch of grifters and LARPers that don't show it, but the reality is you're gonna see drawdowns, you're gonna take them. You have to get good at managing them. And on your losing days when you're offside, you gotta wear it on the chin. Come back and attack the next day like nothing happened. I'm still flat. Don't like how price is moving. I think that's valid. Staying flat today could be a good move. Price is not delivering clean. LOL, I think you just gotta say it. Yeah, but I can say it without being a jerk, you know what I mean? I don't mean it in a malicious way. It's just the truth. I know what I'm looking for. I wait for what I'm looking for, and if I get it, I get it, and I put it on risk. In the long term, as long as I do what I'm supposed to do, execution-wise, and I follow my rules, I'm gonna make money. So as long as I stick to what I know and what my data says, I'll be good. You got your rules and model, and you stick to it. Exactly. You gotta adapt, obviously, and you have to. There's discretion to it, but I'm a very open-minded person. I'm always willing to hear opinions on many things, but when it comes to my trading and executing, I'm not. That's the truth. I'm not. 'Cause I know exactly what I'm looking for. NQ is kind of following through better right now, guys. Is what I mean. It's very, very hard to pick the right ticker. Don't think there's any clarity around which is weaker right now, or when I entered, but it looks like NQ as of right now is the better entry. Fill on NQ was right here. I would have got a better fill as well. So the fill on NQ would have been right in here. As of right now, NQ is the better short, but we'll see how that plays. We all look for different things. Yeah, everyone has different edges. Everyone has. But that's the beauty of the markets. We're all seeing the same thing. It's the same price, but we're looking at it differently. There's different concepts. There's different perspectives. That's just the reality of trading. That's why it's so cool. You ever walk away from the charts? Yeah, you can do that. I have no problem with doing that. I will say though, I have to manage my stop actively. So if I do walk away, I check it periodically. So I'll walk away, pop back in, take a look, see where we're at, or I'll check it on my phone. I have TradingView mobile, so I'll just hop on my phone. A lot of times if I'm not streaming or if I'm trading live and I'm in like right now, if you want to walk away, completely valid. I'll walk downstairs, go on my phone, make a coffee, see what the trade is doing. Just have to keep checking it, because for me, I manage my stop actively. So I need to be break even where I need to be break even, and I want to be managing it. NQ right now is the better short, guys. As of right now, the fall through. Tough. It's been hard to pick the right ticker. It feels like a coin flip every trade in terms of strength and weakness. That's funny, Lambo. See, this is what I mean. This is why trading is so cool. I'm the opposite. I like continuation. I like being a trend trader. I've always gravitated more towards trend, but I also trade reversal. Price is just funny though, because if you look at this on the 1 minute time frame, like this trade in particular, to me, I classify this as trying to play continuation. I classify this as a trend trade. But if you look at it on the 1 minute, we're really playing a reversal on the entry. So it's just classifications. But to me, this is a trend model. I'm trying to play continuation of this order flow. I mean, ES just doesn't want to move. See if we can actually follow through. Yeah, I'm definitely more of a continuation trader. I've always been a trend trader. It's taken work to get better at reversal. To me, reversals are lower confirmation, but they play well in the right environment. You have consolidating price. When you have price very tight and range bound, reversals play so well at the externals. It's so strong. Just like everything, you gotta apply the edge in the right environment. A trend edge is not going to work well in a range environment, and a range edge is not going to work well in a trend environment. That's probably the biggest thing that I can say to beginner traders to help them, because it took me way too long to work that into my system properly. It's like I knew it, but I wasn't applying it well. Just learn to stop blindly listening to others. That's also huge. There's obviously a phase of learning, like especially for beginners, there's a phase of studying, learning, trying to find an edge and build it, and being a sponge. But then you get to a point where you start to figure things out, and all you can do is learn from what you're doing. All you can do is learn from your data. Like the goal is to literally only learn from your own data, to only refine based on what your data says. Trading is just so difficult because it's a double-edged sword. Where would you go break even? This is way too soon to BE. If I had a great entry, there really is no entry that this BE would make sense, but that's too soon of a BE, so it's going to be more off discretion. It's going to be more off of when I feel price has no reason to return. As of right now, NQ looks like the better short, but trying to play this trend to the downside. Want to see this daily gap fail, and like I said, this weekly gap, I'm not really using this gap down here as a draw, but I'm playing retracement on the weekly because this weekly is very due to retrace. As of right now, though, NQ probably the better short. If you guys are hopping in anything, looks like NQ is weaker. If this really starts to move with speed, I'll cut maybe 60-75% at this 2R and then hold a couple runners. It really depends on price. My management is more discretionary. I'm not super rigid. Because to me, it's just way too crucial to adapt to price. I need to be adapting. We'll see if this moves with any speed. But yeah, NQ right now is... NQ's looking good. Kind of wish I shorted NQ, but it's all good. I don't think it was very clear which... NQ did confirm first, but I don't think it was very clear which was weaker. Yeah, I'd like to see some hard sells now. I want to see some speed. I agree, S7. You really want to see this. What's key here, guys, is that this displaces through these lows. It's not a good sign if we revert back up. Then it might just be chopping. There's a scenario where this just comes right back up, and now we're chopping in this range. So we could see something like this if we sweep those lows. Unfortunately, this is a very realistic outcome. Best case scenario, this falls through lower. It looks, see how NQ as of right now is working lower. That's what we want to see on ES. I don't want to see these lows sweep. I want to see this break and push. This would be a good close on NQ, but ES, I want to see this come lower. Best case scenario, this body closes under. Come on, let's get a push down. 10 seconds. Close under. Push! It's alright. It's a good close on NQ. We want to see this break range. Get some speed here. Yeah, NQ is a better short, guys. Shoot! That's been the theme. Coin flip on strength and weakness. There was no bearish SMT. There's just no indication of which, in my opinion at least. So if we get a nice fall through here, some speed and displacement, I'll BE this, but it's too early right now. Evals? Your evals be cooking? Let's go. Go crazy. Can we get a nice sell down, or are we just gonna go range? No bueno. Sweeping these lows, we might just chop, chat. No risk off yet for me. Too early. Might have to hold through some chop if we sweep the lows. Just wanted to see some speed. We'll see what happens. Just bad price today, guys. Like, we get follow through, we get on side. Delivery has been tough. It's gonna be days like that. Your job on these days is to manage risk and not tilt. Straight up. You do that, you did your job. Might see some chop here now. Going to some drawdown. Yeah, price is trolling. If we just chop up, we might be holding this for a minute, guys. Or if it goes to stop, I'm just hopping off. Because this price is not good. There's no debating that this price has not been good. Chance we just sit and draw down for a little bit here and watch this chop. But if it goes to stop, I'm off. Gonna eat some dinner? What time is it there? Dang, you trade New York for you must be like the afternoon then. It's 5 p.m. That's crazy. I'm on New York time. I live like 2 hours from New York. All right, this is probably gonna chop for a second. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I might go downstairs. I'm running low on coffee. I'll be back in like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. We're likely gonna see this chop. I'll watch it from my phone, and if we go to stop, I'll come back to make sure I flatten. But I'll be back in like 2 minutes, guys. Might see some chop here, so we can walk away for a sec. I'm back. 6 p.m. I didn't make any coffee. I think I'm gonna stick with 1 cup for today. Just went to the bathroom. 6 p.m. is crazy. You guys trade New York session late. I like being on the East Coast because New York's right when I wake up. Then you have the rest of the day. I don't know if I like trading New York at the end of the day. I guess maybe that's cool. I don't know. Yeah, NQ is the better short, guys, right now. SMT off these highs. It's NQ's weaker. If you guys are in any shorts, if you hop in any shorts, I would prefer NQ as of right now. Which is funny because to me it was ES earlier, which is why I always say it's subject to change. 11 p.m. is even crazier. Where are you from, Lambo? See some speed. Asia. Okay, that's cool. Dang, that's cool. D-Trades, where are you from again? I don't know if you left the chat or not. He might have hopped off. Forget where he's from. He's from a... I don't know. I can't remember. Asia's cool, dude. That's cool. We got people watching in Asia. Keep growing the stream, man. I love it. Hopefully you guys get value from the streams and you learn stuff and you can continue to improve and see the logic applied in real time, because what I'm doing isn't overly complicated, guys. It's just, it's deliberate, it's intentional, and I don't tilt, I don't get emotional. You guys will never, I mean, you'll see me get frustrated on the stream. I'm not gonna lie. There's gonna be trades where I'm like, wow, that's annoying or that's frustrating, but you will never, I promise you, you guys can clip this, you can save it in your phones, you can do whatever you have to do. You will never see a day on the stream where I tilt, where I force stuff, where I take things outside the model. I don't do it. It doesn't happen. It will not happen. It just won't. Now, I understand that I'm a human being. Every day I'm really just one step away from doing that. It's possible. I'm a human being, but it won't happen because I've worked on it so hard. I don't tilt. I don't force trades. I don't FOMO. I don't revenge trade. It won't happen. You guys can clip it, save it. You won't find it on the streams. I don't do it. And to me, that's a huge part of why I can be consistent, because I'll eat these losses, these losing days, these losing streaks. I'll eat them. I'll wear them on the chin, and then we come back the next day and we act like nothing happened. Because you just have to detach and have a long-term perspective, and if you can do that, the numbers can play. So if we get a nice little push here, I'll BE this. This is a good fall through. NQ is literally going to hit 2R well before ES. It's a bit unfortunate that we're in the wrong ticker here, but right side of the markets, right read. Like I said, breaking that range. So we should now be able to play continuation and trend to the downside. I'm still not going to take risk off here. To me, it's still a bit early. There isn't a clear level. I forget who asked that. Generally, I like to have a clear level to break even by, but on this trade, it's more discretion because there isn't a clear resistance area or area that we can reverse from to BE this. So generally, I'm looking at range and defining range from the 1 hour and the 15. So I'll factor in the 4 hour a little bit, but when I come into a session, I'm generally looking at the 15 and the 1 hour and trying to get a feel for what the tendencies are, if it's range bound or if it's trending. So what we saw today, and this is why I said I do flip bias, this is why I said I do flip my opinion, because the information changes. We get new information. So everything I say is subject to change. I don't marry an idea or a bias. Things change quickly. New candles, new information. Opinion is subject to change. My job is just to get on side and adapt. So I'm generally defining that on the 15 and the 1. But me coming into the session, we were more range bound. I was looking to play, like the long idea was trying to play this to revert back to range because it felt like this is still range protocol. But now we're seeing price break that range. To me, if we're breaking that range, we should get some sells. So now I'm playing trend. This is a continuation model. So this long was a reversal model. This is trying to play continuation. I mean, NQ is literally about to hit PT before ES is even at 1R. Crazy. That's the power of being in the right ticker. So it sucks we're in the wrong one on the short. We're probably in the stronger ticker right now, but is there any levels on NQ coming up? I don't see anything to base a BE off, to base a resistance off, really. There's this 4-hour BISI, but I'm not worried about it. I'm already cutting through it. Next lows are all the way down here. I'm not trying to be that guy, but who's saying not to short, man? Like I said, respectfully, I just gotta trade my model, man. I gotta do what I know to do. Not trying to be that guy, but as soon as you take a loss or you're in drawdown, you're gonna get criticized. I'm gonna take risk off here, guys. This should be enough room. I really don't want to see this come back up and revert all the way back into range here, so we'll take risk off here. You dare fade me? Did you long say? I longed earlier. We can't fade S7. S7 is the market maker. But I have the market maker on my side. S7 said he's short. See if this comes back up to BE or not. NQ is the better short, guys. I've said that like 5 times. You guys probably get that by now. This is about to hit 2R though. Shucks. I'd be taking like 80% off, 75% off at 2R here on NQ. Unfortunately, we are in the wrong ticker. But it is what it is. We can't do nothing now. There's nothing we can do about it now besides let the trade be the trade. See if we get BE'd or if we want to fall through lower. TP on MNQ. Did it just hit? It hasn't hit for me. I guess it depends on your fill. To me, the fill is this. It still hasn't hit for me. Yeah, NQ. Not being an NQ sucks on this one. Tougher price. I don't think it was clear at all. I think if you picked NQ, is a bit of a favorable pick. I wish I took NQ. There's TP on NQ, guys. If you took NQ, you just smacked 2R. Good trade if you did. I would be taking, if you're in NQ right now, guys, and you're taking the same trades as me, I would be taking 75 to 80% off, or just take your full 2R, whichever you prefer. You take 50, 75% off. Take a partial or be out of the trade at this 2R. Take a large majority partial or be out at 2R. If you're in NQ there. Good trade. Continuation model short. Good short, guys. Let's go. We take a L, we bounce back. See if I can hit PT on ES. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. But we're risk-free now. So. Got to see more fall through. NQ is at 2R before ES. I think he's even at 1 for me. Yeah, NQ hit PT and we're just at 1R on ES. Crazy. This is why I spam you guys about relative weakness and strength. Say it every single stream and I will not stop. I will not stop saying it, guys. Good sells. Good sells, good sells. Push it, push it. If you took 75% off, you could hold a couple runners on NQ. This is weak. This is selling now, guys. There's a 5-minute Sibi up here. 15-minute gap. I'm gonna trail this high. We come up, trail out, we trail out. Lock in some green. Dang, NQ is banging, chat. Who took NQ? Who shorted NQ? If you did, you're cooking. NQ's a 2.5R short now from where we called shorts. Let's go, chat. Chat, y'all better be
Green Giant.
Y'all better be Green Giant right now. No shorts. If you're in NQ, you gotta be green here. You gotta be. See if we trail out. I wish I was in NQ. Gotta survive the retracement, and yes, we're probably gonna get a retrace before we get any more follow through. Not being in the weaker ticker kills. Kills. There's a 15-minute Sibi all the way up here, but the way this 15 minutes delivering, I really don't want to see this come get reached for. I'm also not trying to just take a full BE here with prop. I'm always gonna trail a bit more aggressive. I don't want to give it all back. Good flip though, guys. This is why we don't marry a bias. This is why we react. We don't marry an idea. We flip from range reversal model to trend very quickly. So if you're in NQ, you hit full PT there. Either way, this is a great trade regardless of outcome. Whatever happens on ES happens. Good shorts. Beautiful shorts. We've seen this flip of trend, and price has been a little bit better. Obviously, just in this trend. All throughout here, if we were to revert back up, this is bad price. Now we're getting a little bit more trend and fall through. Trailing my stop loss. Yeah, I would definitely trail. There's a chance you get trailed out and we don't follow through. There's also a chance we come down and hit PT on ES, so we'll see. I still want to see lower here. I feel like there's room for us to keep going. Like we talked about, that weekly leg. That weekly leg needs to retrace. Needs to offer fair value. This is why sometimes we fade these daily gaps. Just all comes down to what price is telling us. Like I said, there is this 15-minute SIBI. If I put my stop up there, though, I'm literally BEing. I'm giving back too much. So I'll just trail out here. If it comes back up, I trail out. We might trail out. Yeah, NQ's full PT. Unfortunately, we got to see what ES does here. Need this 5-minute gap to hold. I like where my trail is, though. If we trail out, we trail out. I'm about to hop in the Discord right now. I haven't checked the Discord all morning. Boo! Dang, NQ. That's why it's so important to be in the right ticker. Just don't think it was clear. We might get shut out here, chat. That's a good short. I do not care. A good short. Unfortunately, we probably get trailed. Unless this 5-minute gap holds. Regardless of outcome, we're hopping off at this one. Whoa! Probably trail out here, chat. Calling it there. Good short. If you took any Q, you hit full PT. ES cucked us. ES cucked us. ES cucked us, chat. Oh, shoot. If it retraces that 15, we take the trail out. I'm on break now. Nice. I'm about to get trailed out because I'm in the wrong ticker. This shit always happens. That's price lately, bro. Yeah, me must be grateful to. Alright, chill out. Make it okay because you know I got you. How many times are gonna fuck that pass, huh? Alright, stop swearing. We retrace 15, we just trail out. I'm not gonna leave my stop at break even to factor in 15-minute. Gives back too much R. Yo, chat, if this goes down and hits PT after coming a tick from the trail, that'd be hilarious. Yeah, I mean, you must be grateful too. Don't stop making your blessings because you know I got you. I wish you guys could hear the music I'm playing because I just be singing. You guys don't even hear the song I'm singing. This holds, we're getting trailed. This has to flip. Has to flip here, we're trailing out, chat. Don't stop making your better because you know I got you. Unfortunately, we weren't in NQ, man. This is why the strength and weaknesses make or break. Good shorts either way. If you guys caught NQ, good stuff. We got a nice follow through on ES with no full PT. It's gonna put us at like BE on the day, close to it. All right. Trail out. Unfortunate. Yeah, we're basically BE. We're like minus $100. Trailed out of that. You caught NQ, GG's, good short. Wish I took NQ, but it is what it is. I don't feel like it was very obvious, which was weaker. I really don't. Became obvious after the fact. Even all through here. Good trades though. We got on side, managed risk. We did our job today. That's all that matters. Every single day, that's all that matters, truthfully. So yeah, I'm probably gonna call it. We will be back again tomorrow. Like I said, if you guys took shorts on NQ, GG's, you got full TP. If you got shorts on ES, you probably trailed out with me. Either way, good day of trading, good day of managing risk, not tilting, waiting for the areas, doing our job. That's it. If you do your job every single day, that's all that matters. But yeah, 15-minute Sibby retrace here. I'm not trying to factor this in and leave my BE all the way up there. It's not something I'm willing to do. I'll just trail out. Like I talked about this on stream, but you either live with large, you know, giving back a lot of R here and leave it at BE. You're giving back 1.6 if you leave it at BE, or you trail more aggressive, you lock stuff in. I err more on the side of locking things in. So yeah, we'll be back again tomorrow. Appreciate you guys tuning into the stream, and God bless, man. Spend some time with God today. Read the words. Hey, if you want to do a Bible study later, hit me up. Let's do it. All right, gentlemen and ladies and gentlemen, if there's ladies in the stream, God bless. Have a good day. We'll be back tomorrow morning.